What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today is May 25th. It's a Sunday, and it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. It's quite warm out. It's about 86 degrees Fahrenheit, the hottest it's supposed to be today. And although I haven't actually uploaded the first kindergartening video for the season, I still need to continue with the episodes. So today, hopefully later this evening, Ellie and I will come out here and pull all these weeds that are in the garden, because we haven't been doing nothing. We haven't been doing anything to the garden since we planted, other than just watering majority of the time. We have not been doing a very good job when it comes to the garden, but let me just show you the progress so far. So we got a bunch of weeds, and I think one of the only things that are not growing are the strawberries in these planters, but everything else seems to be growing. The jalapenos, cucumbers, and the tomatoes, they I think are growing, but I can't really tell because of all the weeds around them. But the green onions right there, you can kind of see they're growing in. But I'll show you later when we start getting rid of all of the weeds here. It should be pretty easy, especially because I'm going to be watering for about 30 minutes or so, just to get the ground really wet, so it'll go down deep in the soil, so it'll be really easy to pull all these out. That's my goal, I guess. And the other thing I wanted to mention was I haven't yet burned any of the cuts from any of the basically any of the trees back over here yet. I have my burn pile ready to go, but what I've been trying to do for the past month or two is try to make sure the grass out here, or the weeds out here, are all watered. The ground is wet, and nothing is drying out, but it looks like a lot is drying out, and I need to start trying to water as much as possible, especially because next week is supposed to get up to 96, 97, 98, 99, and it's going to be way too hot, and I can already tell it needs watered. So but over here in the far corner, the grass is doing really well. It's really thick, growing really fast. I don't know why, but everything over here is coming back. So eventually, after I kind of burn all of this, I need to take all of these out again, I need to take them all out. They're all starting to grow back, and I haven't been watering them. So this is all just natural growth with just water that comes from rain, and maybe just a tiny bit from the sprinklers. But it's amazing how fast these things grow. You think you could cut one down and it'll just be dead, but no, they're growing. Fresh growth. We got growth from old tree. Yeah, but really soon I need to take all of this out and then burn all of this. But the problem is, when I do my burning, all of this dry grass is right here, so I got to make sure that I pull this big one out, and then I'll probably mow this area and then make sure it's wet and watered, because yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be able to burn it all, but I think it's ready. I don't think any of this is wet still. I mean, it's a little wet, but I mean, like, yeah, that's good. It's ready. Obviously the thicker stuff probably isn't, but I need to get it out of here. I need to get this done and over with. But first is the grass. All right, so we're out here. We're pulling all the weeds and stuff, and it started to rain, but we got most of them. I think we got them all, maybe except for a few, but we got to come back out here to go to the shop to change for oil. And then I also got to get that wagon thing out of the rain. Yeah, we were out there, and it was starting to rain a little bit more, and then we said we got to hurry, and then it started to really pour, and then we said we got to go. And then once we got under here, it started to rain a lot more. But Ellie said that she saw some lightning, and we heard some thunder. Oh. There's some. All right, so we are back out here. It's the next day, obviously. I think it did rain off and on throughout the night, but I wanted to come out here and show you guys what we have and what's growing. So these are the tomatoes. I'm pretty sure this is the tomato plant. I can't quite tell. I need to look it up, but I think that's the tomato. We did plant more, so I don't know where they are, but we might try to like move these around because there looks to be like 6 plants right there. And then we have the cucumber plants. We have all these green onions, which I did thin out yesterday. And then we also have over here, the jalapeno is not growing. This is just a weed, but it doesn't look like it's coming in at all. And then over here we have the watermelon. We have another watermelon, and then we have the cantaloupe right here. And then for the strawberries, which we will probably end up getting actual strawberry plants, they're not coming in at all, either one of them. But we did pull all the weeds that were in here around the fence. And for the sunflowers that we planted around the outside, it doesn't look like any of them are really coming in. I know that there's 1 or 2 sprouts that look, I don't know, maybe kind of promising. I can't remember where they were. And most of these just like look like weeds, so I don't think they're actually coming in at all. Oh, and then my county has a burn ban that starts in June 1st, so I have to burn all of this within this week. Yay me. All right, guys, it's been almost 2 months. About a week, it'll be 2 months. And I just want to give you a quick update of what's been going on out here. Because the last time I recorded, I think that was when we pulled all the weeds and stuff, and there were some plants that we found out that weren't growing. But let's say, long story short, my aunt passed away several weeks ago, and she used to have, she has strawberries, raspberries, and some other plants at her house. And our strawberries weren't growing, so I ended up taking some of her strawberry plants and transplanting them. But I don't think every single one's gonna make it, especially that one and that one. But let me just show you. This one and this one looks pretty good. I think this plant itself is probably gonna make it, but not all of it, obviously. And then over here we got this one, which kind of looks like it's doing all right. This one over here, this one here. I also took a raspberry plant, but yeah, I don't think it's working. I think I chopped that one, like the root system, when I really meant to try to keep it. But raspberries weren't in our plant anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I think only 1 or 2 sunflowers are popping up. I think that's one right there. That plant right there. And I think there might be another one somewhere over here, but most of these are just weeds. But our watermelon is doing pretty good. I mean, that one's doing a lot better than this one. I'm not quite sure why, but our cantaloupe is doing really well. I'm actually really shocked about this because these are really old seeds. And then our green onions are doing really well. I think if we were gonna do it again, I think we would plant a bunch more. There's obviously a lot of room, but of course, these plants take up probably all the way to here. Just give them as much space as possible. But we could have definitely made this section longer. But then we got our cucumbers, which are looking fine. I think there's only 1 plant here and 2 here. And then over here for our tomatoes, looking pretty good. I think that's 3 plants right next to each other. I might take this one out and then try to keep it up closer to the fence. But our one plant that is not doing good at all is the jalapenos. Or would you consider that not doing good when there's no plant? So I replanted a couple days ago, and I'm hoping that it'll come up. It'll probably be way too late in the season, but hey, you know what? That's what happens when you do seeds, or really try to plant anything at all. The weeds over here are getting pretty crazy, and we've not been doing a good job with weeding, especially when it comes to this side of things. On the other side, it's not too bad, so I don't know what's going on there, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that over here gets a lot more water because of the grass. And last quick update. So the burn ban was in effect on the 1st. And I honestly was like, you know what? I don't have the time to do it right now. And I think even though we live on the reservation, the rules are maybe a little bit different, or they apply differently here. I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and burn it until the burn ban is over, which is September 1st. So we'll go through the rest of the summer with it. But one of the things I need to do is come over here and take all of these out and start trimming these up, so then I can just put it back in the main pile and then mow all of this really flammable, dry grass here. And then all of these are, of course, growing back, which is just making it kind of worse for us. So pretty soon I need to come in here and kind of trim it up and prevent it from kind of growing back, because this is not what we want. We want to get rid of them, and there's some new ones popping up all the way here too, which is kind of crazy in my opinion, but we need to get rid of all of it. Just get rid of all of it. And we could actually do something where, because it's all coming back, we can keep it away from the fence. But in all honesty, I kind of want to rip them out. I made up a new plan for a garden, and it's kind of funny. I wanted this video to be pretty short, but it's already 5 minutes. But I kind of want, there's a corner here, and I want to go straight down that way, and all of this will be garden, whether that be like an actual like vegetable garden or like a walkable sort of just plant garden thing. I think that would be really cool. And that way we'll have all of this for our yard. And I actually figured out that I want to get rid of this shop and just make a bigger garage. And I think that's what we're gonna do. So say goodbye to that someday, hopefully. I mean, it depends if we ever make it there, but yeah, it's definitely a huge work in progress. I need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. I no longer want this, what's it called? Dude, why can I not remember the name of that? Canopy, a truck canopy. That's what it's called. I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of those posts, those steel posts, this big pile of the tires. I don't know if I'm going to keep the tires or not. Probably the, what's that called? Compost bin. Need to get rid of that. That freezer, refrigerator thing, these two piles of nonsense. And yeah, I think I need to get rid of a lot of stuff. But this is the update for the garden about 2 months after planting. Okay, so today is June 18th, and Ellie's making dinner. She has to come out here and get some green onions, which this is what our garden looks like. I think the last clip I had was when we pulled all the weeds.
It needs to be weeded again. Don't judge, guys.
I'm not quite sure which ones. It looks like almost all of them are ready.
It's stunted. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's like not growing at all.
But it's also not dying. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay. I'm thinking this one for sure. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's not.
I need the greens mainly.
I don't think it's as bulbous as it probably should be, but I think
maybe
it looks
we
good.
should have been trimming them as we went.
Nah, it's all right.
Should I pull this one or a different one?
Well, you're gonna pull two right now.
No. Should I pull one of those?
Yeah.
Pull this one.
That look
one's
good.
like barely in there. It smells like onions. Alright. This is 4, but not this much.
the strawberries. I don't think.
There's some growth in there. Look.
Yeah, but I don't think they're. That one too, right here.
I know.
I just don't think that they're gonna produce.
I think so. We need to fertilize it. Do we ever fertilize it after we put those in there?
I don't remember. There's already other stuff growing though. So Ellie and I have been having a really hard time just keeping up with the garden. We've been watering it almost every day, but with weeds, we've just been letting it go, kind of. Yesterday I had set up the sprinklers to be out here in the garden so that today Ellie could come out and pull the weeds when all the ground is wet, and she did a phenomenal job. I mean, it looks, obviously over here with all the clover and the morning glory and all that, it's like tough to get out, but everything looks good. Now, to give you a quick update over here, we've both decided that we're no longer going to take care of the jalapenos, and I say that when there's none there. A while ago I did plant some more, but it doesn't look like anything came up. But our green onions are looking fantastic. They actually all look ready to be harvested, but we don't need all of these. So I think what we need to do very, very, very soon is pull almost all of them and plant new ones so we have some more later on. I think maybe next time we'll do one row, and then maybe like a week or two later we'll do another row, and then a week or two later we'll do another one. I think that's probably how we should do it, but these are looking fantastic. Over here with the cucumbers, I don't see any growth quite yet, but we do have some flowering, and this one's not looking as great as this one. I don't know what it is, but the tomato here is looking good. I think we might need to kind of tie it up to the fence so it doesn't come out this way like it is. Over here, the cantaloupe is looking amazing, which is crazy because these are the oldest seeds that we have, and I'm still so shocked that this guy's growing. Now, I think Ellie did say that there was a watermelon growing, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it's at. I think she said a watermelon. I didn't see a cantaloupe. But the craziest thing is this one is looking sad and like it's stunted. Like nothing's happening. We planted them at the same time, and the difference is crazy. So I don't know. I might try to hit this one with some more fertilizer, but I don't know. I think that's a good thing that why we planted two different spots. But yeah, that's about it. The strawberries, still nothing. Growing a little bit more, but there's nothing there. It looks like a new sprout right there, so that's good. Yeah, so maybe that'll pop up some. I don't know though. But other than that, nothing else has really changed. It kind of sucks because over here, out in the pasture part, we got this whole mess. And of course, it's all growing on the neighbor's side again, because I did not come out here and pull any of these out. So we need to get this taken care of, especially by next year. We need to get rid of all of this. There's some literally growing in there. That's crazy. But other than that, really, we haven't been doing anything. We've been trying to just take care of the house. I've been doing renovations. I've been working. It's summertime. Busy, busy, busy. I need to come out here and mow again, especially because the 4th is coming up. I mean, look at all this. I'm actually surprised it's still growing. Oh, yeah. There's a couple in there.
I don't remember one getting that big last year.
I don't know. I think it did.
You think so?
Ellie's over here and she found... I don't even know where you threw that. Oh, right here. A little watermelon that got ate. Over there. She threw it in here.
It's hot out here today.
Very hot. It got up to 99. There's a tomato. We need to pick some of these guys, or all of them. So I decided that we should probably pull all these tonight and cut them up and freeze them, because I think these will probably last a while then. I mean, this, let's pull it. You want to pull this one up?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's what the freaking grocery store needs right here. Look at that.
The grocery store doesn't even have this. It doesn't.
And these specific ones, on the seeds, they say that they're not supposed to grow like
Bulbs.
Like actual onions. But I'm pretty sure green onions are just underripe. Oh, I should have saved that one.
That's one too, but it's okay. Do you want to do that if we find some?
So tell me why I didn't end the video at all, and I need to be way better at getting these clips and editing them and uploading them, because I none of these really make any sense. Some of them, yeah. The green onions, we have a lot left. We did end up just putting them in some glass containers and put them in the freezer. We did separate the greens from the whites, but I think next year when we do our garden, we're not going to have green onions, because we're going to have these for a very long time. And most of the time when we have green onions for dinner, we do like cook them. So if they do become like mushy and not so firm, it doesn't really matter, because they're going to be that way anyways. And most of the time, like if they're not cooked, they're just like little garnishings, and those really don't matter. But our freezer still smells like green onions. This is a container full of the greens. Another green. And then we got all the whites here. We still actually have a lot of green onions left outside. There's probably close to a dozen plants that we haven't pulled yet. I don't know if we ever are. I would like to, if we are going to need green onions, just go out there and pick them instead of having them in the freezer or the fridge or whatever. But with that being said, I don't know how to end this video other than saying, sorry guys, I didn't end this video correctly, but the green onions were good. And the next video, we are trying strawberries and possibly another fruit like watermelon. But we also, cucumbers, I'll talk about that in the next video. But thanks so much for watching. That'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack that button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me a lot and turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys on the next time. Bye.